Hi! So I was recently asked to do a what's in my bag, so I thought, why not? I don't do a lot of things in my bag, just a little bit. And I thought I'd do like a 3-in-1 thing, because I do it 3 different ways. I recently did another plane trip. Oh my gosh, I did not want to do that. So I thought I'd share how I packed it for the plane. And I also thought I'd do how I do it for little road trips and how I do it for the park, because I pack it totally different ways for each way. Well, not totally different, but a little bit different. But these are the things I tend to take. Definitely my iPad in the plane. Otherwise, it goes in its own little bag. So I'll show you how I did it for the plane. My eye mask and earbuds, because I don't like to hear noise, and when I don't have these, I cannot sleep at all because I hear everything. Meds and Advil, of course. Little snacks, my iPod. This is, what's that called? The rain thing. What's it? I forget. This here is the rain thing. I forget what those are called. But yeah, the rain things. But that's what that is. This I finally found, but I haven't had one of these so far. But I always wish I had one for every trip. But I recommend having a little bitty fan with you. But I'm going to keep this out and have it for my bags, because I love these and I always wish I had one. Just, you know, for the really stuffy days and have air moving. Some gum, mints. I love my chapstick. I like smaller cans of sun lotion, but we only have the big can. That's all we found on our trip, but I like smaller cans for your bag. And specific ones for your face, too, if you can find them. Deodorant, of course, my sunglasses. This I don't keep for the parks and stuff, but I take this on the trips. And a wallet. I have 2 different ones, 2 different sizes I go between. And of course, all your cords. So that's basically what goes in my bag. Oh, and my camera. My camera is in here. Well, it's not in there. I'm using it. But yeah, my camera case. And my phone. I throw it in there, but I usually take it right back out. But it definitely goes in my bag. So I'm going to use this one because this is the one I just used on my trip. So it doesn't have any stuffing in it. But yeah, this is the one I used on the plane. And it made it really well. Look at that, guys. It's in good shape. Just tossed it around and stuff, and it looks great. So I'll show you what I use for, well, I'll do the plane first, I guess. So I can put that in and then take it back out. I almost forgot I have these couple of little chargers here I like to use too. So I always take them everywhere with me. They don't last that long. They're supposed to last a long time, but yeah, they're kind of cheap. You like my banana sticker I stuck on there? Yeah, so I've got those too. Now I had the little wallet out here this is my usual wallet just for everyday use. I typically just have this one out, but I like to have the matching wallet for the bag that I'm using. And this was kind of huge to have for an airplane trip, especially when I only had a couple of bags, and for this size bag when I wanted to fit so much in. So I definitely recommend just a smaller wallet if you want to put so much in there. So I probably should have just used this one, but that was just me wanting to use the matching wallet. I couldn't help it. So this one probably would have been way better. So yeah, that was why. For the plane, what I didn't take was the chips, the poncho, that's the word, the poncho, mostly because we weren't going to need it, the weather was going to be good. I didn't have these. This went in my suitcase. The bigger one of these went in my suitcase. This did. These were on me. We didn't have these, and I used my bigger wallet, and then everything else went in my bag. Now in the front pocket I put these for easy access, my chapstick, my gum, and a lot more mints than this, but that's just an example. So that's what all went in my front pocket. So easy to get to. and then everything else went down in here. So back in the back I had my iPad, and then in the zipper I had, right here in my zipper, I had all the cords. So that is full of the cords. Have them wrapped up and out of the way. On the bottom I threw the attachments. I forget what those are called. And then over on the side I have my wallet so that it's easy to get to. You can see it there. And then in the middle I kind of had my camera because I wasn't going to need it for a bit. I have my deodorant and my Advil, and then I was going to need to fit these three. For the most part I just had my phone on me. Every once in a while I'd put it down in here because I didn't want it to fall out of my pockets. But this I was going to need to throw on top, and then I had this for my medicine to get to because I had to take some throughout the day. So I like to keep my medicine in just a couple of easy to get to bottles because I have to take like vitamins and stuff. I know some people like those daily things, so those probably work too. But I just like the little ones. And then I had my SD card extra, my Advil PM, some floss, and then my earbuds in here. And then I just zip that up and throw it in there. I fit that down in there. And then my iPod up on top. And then I also had, because I have the attachment that goes to my iPod in the car, I also took that out of our car and took that with us to use in the rental car. So I had that wrapped up and thrown down in here too to take with us. And then my phone just, went down in there whenever I needed it to. And then that's how it worked for the plane. So now I'll show you road trips, and then I'll show you how I do for the parks. And maybe every day too, because every day, whenever I just want to use it every day, it's nothing really. Okay, for road trips I usually have this set that I use. I have two different sets. I have this set and I have the Dumbo set, and I use them for every trip. And I like the little bitty bag the most because that's what I like to fit down in here. This set typically goes in my suitcase, and I can never decide if I want to put it in here or not. So these are the random things that I usually put in it, like my eye mask, because you don't really need that until you're sleeping, and the Advil PM, and like Zyrtec and Benadryl and stuff, because I have allergy problems. So it might go in there and it might not, depends on how much room the suitcase has. So I'll just sit it over there and see how much room this has. But in here, it's just your usual, like the medicines throughout the day, the SD card, and floss. So that always goes down in there because you need those things throughout the day, or I do. And then for a road trip, these snacks all go in because, yeah, road trip. Sunglasses go with me, phone goes with me, it might end up in the bag, Advil gets thrown in, deodorant always gets thrown in, and this gets thrown in. Now for this will just end up in the car and basically just stay in there. If we go in the hotel, I'll typically take it in overnight though. So what I've got is basically this will basically stay the same as always for everything. Chargers, chapstick, and then scum. And then back here, it's going to stay basically the same for every time. But I've taken out all those cords, and it's just the little charger parts to these is back in there now. And that'll just stay open for anything I need to just throw in there real fast. On the very bottom, I have the disinfectant wipes and the poncho. I've got my wallet here for easy access again. I've got the sun lotion back here, my deodorant, my camera, ooh, you can see it, my camera, and then my little bag of stuff right here. And then I'm just going to throw Advil down on top, and then goodies will just get tossed down in there. And there you go. A little bag for a road trip. Good enough. It's still pretty light. I'd forgotten I'd had the mints hidden back in there too. This big bag of mints. Because we like to have those on trips too. So yeah, for road trips I like to have those in my bag. So now on to what I take into a park. So for the park, it's basically going to stay about the same way as the road trip. We're just going to take a couple of things out. Like, we're not going to take in this big bag of mints. We're just going to maybe fill this up a little bit more. Well, usually I have more mints in there. And we're not going to take, like, this isn't going to go into the park, obviously. It's going to stay in the car. If I have it in the car. I'm not going to take, like, this in. I'll probably just take one of these in. Maybe two, if Mom wants one. But I'll probably just take one of those in. I'll definitely take this in. Maybe. Yeah, probably. And this will be smaller, like I said. It would be a smaller thing. I don't like having those giant ones. So yeah, that's about all that I would take in a park. I'm so glad I found this. But this would always go on the bottom. The poncho, because I don't like to have that thing sticking up everywhere. So I always put that on the bottom. But I've still got this pocket the same, and its chargers are still in here. And I have that open for anything I need to throw in there. And then I put my wallet in here. Easy to get. So this is my bag. Wallet, my little bag of stuff. I might some days just take one bottle of what I need out for the day. My Advil, a granola bar, my deodorant, sun lotion that would be smaller, and the little fan that I found. Yay! And then, of course, I'll have my sunglasses. They can get thrown in there if they need to. And my phone. So, yeah, that's what I would have for my bag. It'd be somewhat heavy, but not too bad. Yeah, just depends. Like, sometimes the wallet would be way smaller, or I wouldn't have my camera with me, or this would be changed out some. This would be way smaller. Or I wouldn't take the giant bottle of Advil, I'd just take a little bit, but the rest would stay the same. Sometimes I'd throw a hairbrush in there, but most of the time not. Yeah, that's what I'd take to a park. As far as, like, if I want to use it for everyday use, I don't use one every day, but if I want to use one during the day, I really don't put much in it. I'll use my wallet, of course. I'll stick, like, a granola bar or two in it if we're going to be gone long. A bag of chips, deodorant. I like to take my deodorant. This pocket will basically stay the same, so I'll have a charger for my phone. Sunglasses will go. I usually have some Advil with me. Prone to headaches. This will always go with me. If we're going to go somewhere neat, I'll have my camera. That's basically about all I take with me. I really don't take much. I don't need a lot. So yeah, that's about all that goes with me, I think. I'll show you how I pack it. So usually it just looks like this. Kinda empty. But for a longer day, I'll throw this inside. If we're going somewhere neat, I'll throw this down inside. So yeah, that's about all that I have. And that's the different ways that I use my backpack and put things in it. Every once in a while I'll add something else, but those are my staples for my backpack. So yeah, I hope it was interesting. So thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye!